everybody, and welcome back to another video. I am out here today in the boat and it is cold outside. It is December and today I decided that we would do something a little bit different and we are going to be filming a boat review on my Smokercraft side console 168. I got him this time. Fish on. There you go. Yeah, woohoo! Oh, fish, oh my, yes! I'm freaking out right now. Fish on! This is what we're looking for today, guys. A lot of you are probably wondering why I'm filming a boat review video in December when you probably have ice fishing on the mind. Hey, I have ice fishing on the mind too, but this past spring I was fortunate enough to partner with Smokercraft. They believed in me and my goal of getting more kids, more women, and more people in general out on the water than ever before. And at the beginning of June, I stepped into this 168 side console for the very first time. Right away, I knew this was a special boat to me, but we didn't want to just make a video talking about all these features without having actually used them. I wanted to put basically a full open water season behind me and talk to you guys about my experiences with using this boat, rather than just reading what's on the website and what I had learned from the folks at Smokercraft. Well guys, let's get started. Most of you guys know that I live here on the North Shore of Lake Erie. And 90% of my time on the water is spent right here on the Great Lakes. And so I needed a boat that could handle big water. That being said, I'm only 14 years old, which means I myself am restricted to a 40 horsepower motor, so I can't go any higher than that when I'm out on the lake by myself. So this 168 side console was the biggest boat that I could get into while still being able to use a 40 horsepower Yamaha. The length of this boat is pretty much the same size as any other brand in this size class, but with a 96-inch beam, it is a full 10 inches wider, and that made a huge difference for me out on the lake. Not only in being able to handle the bigger water, but those 10 inches make this feel like a way bigger boat. It gives my parents peace of mind when I'm out on the lake, and it also creates opportunities for more storage options and features in the boat itself. Starting up front here, we got 1, 2, 3 storage compartments that I filled to the top with everything from bass to pike to salmon to walleye gear, all in here the entire summer long. They did not waste a single inch of space in this boat. Which brings me to my next feature, and probably one of my favorite features on this boat or any boat I've ever been in, the rod locker. I have always wanted to have a rod locker, and this boat gave me the opportunity to have one. You have to keep in mind it's a smaller boat, so you can't fit in big, huge 8-foot rods or big, huge, heavy-duty musky rods. But I have pretty well fit all of my bass rods in here this summer, and I've even fit trolling rods when you break them down in half when you're going out for bigger water fish. This is just a really cool feature, and it is something you do not often see in a boat of this size. So just like the larger versions of this boat, the battery compartment is tucked safely underneath the rod locker in the bow of the boat. This is a big deal for me with only having a 40 horsepower motor on the boat, because if I had all these batteries down at the back of the boat, it would be really hard for me to get up on plane. So having these batteries in the bow just distribute the weight properly, and this way I'm able to get up on plane and rip down the lake. So as you guys know, I love bass fishing and especially tournament bass fishing as well. And a live well is very important in tournaments, and it is just a very important feature to me. First off, it's a ginormous live well, but the main thing is that it has a full recirculation system built into it. So not only can you fill it with the flick of a switch, which I absolutely love, and drain it that way as well, but you can also run it in recirculation mode, which helps keep your fish happy, safe, and healthy with lots of oxygen in the water, even when you are running from spot to spot. It is such a cool feature for a boat this size. As much as I love bass fishing, I am a multi-species angler. I'm passionate about catching any species of fish, and living on the Great Lakes, you have no choice but to experience the big water fishery we have here. Built into every single adventure model is the integrated track system. They have all sorts of cool accessories that you can mount into this track system, but I mainly used it for rod holders when trolling and for bass fishing. The holders quickly go into the track and you can move them around for you. I actually even managed to mount my downrigger into this track system so that I can pop my downrigger on and off the boat whenever I want to use it without having to drill any holes anywhere in my boat. Another small but well thought out feature is the toe kicks. So basically, the storage all on the side of the boat is lifted so that there's a little space underneath that you can put your feet in if you're out in rougher water trying to fight those big species of fish. Back here at the very far end of the boat, the stern of the boat, we have another battery storage compartment, and I use this battery to power my Yamaha, run my Talon, and graphs on the console. I'm running a 12-foot Minnkota Talon on the back, which we've mounted on the passenger side of the boat, which helps a little with weight distribution, seeing as the battery is on the driver's side. I have 3 Humminbird graphs on the boat. On the console, one of them is running a full screen map system, and the other is running down imaging, side imaging, and standard sonar. All of my graphs are networked so that when I make a waypoint here on the console, those same waypoints show up on the bow of the boat. Up front here, I've got my 8-inch helix, and this Minnkota Tarova is a perfect fit for my boat. So right here we got the console, and it is pretty cool to say the least. We got my beautiful steering wheel here. We got full gauges, lots of room to mount electronics, and toggles that light up when you flick them, which I really enjoy. Underneath the console, it is fully finished. We got carpet under there. There's no wires hanging out. Nothing is exposed. And it really just is nice, neat, and tidy. And last but certainly not least, I am powering this boat with a 4-stroke, 40 horsepower Yamaha. This motor has been absolutely bulletproof for me this season. When I first started making these videos, I was running a 9.9 Yamaha, and I absolutely loved that motor. This 40 horsepower has run flawlessly, despite this boat being fully loaded with fishing gear, Dad and his camera gear, a full live well, and all of these electronics. I'm still able to get up on plane and run at around 25 miles per hour. Oh, and I went about 34 miles per hour downstream on the Niagara River, so that was pretty cool. That being said, if you're looking to get something like this, I might consider going with a 60 or 70 horsepower motor. I'm running a 40 because if I run anything higher than that, I need to have an adult with me. The flip side of me running a smaller outboard is that I can troll real slow. So I don't need any sort of kicker on the boat for trolling. So I think I've covered all of my favorite features in this boat, but if you guys have any more questions regarding my setup and about my boat, then please feel free to leave a comment down below. Running Smokercraft this past season, during fishing tournaments, filming the TV show, and just for leisurely fishing has been an absolute dream. You know, this whole project is a huge amount of work and takes up so much time and really could not happen without support from companies like Smokercraft. And they have been truly one of my biggest supporters. For 5 generations, Smokercraft has been a family-run company, and really, they value family coming first. And that is really what this project is all about. I am eternally grateful and absolutely in love with these boats. And if you guys are searching for a new boat or even a used boat, take a look at Smokercraft. I promise you will not be disappointed. So this has been a pretty crazy year, obviously, and I doubt there's going to be any boat shows anytime soon, especially here in Ontario. So if you are looking for a boat, I hope this helped you out in any way, shape, or form. Hope to see you guys out on the water sometime soon. Stay tuned, I'm going to be out fishing. There's going to be more videos coming soon. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please click the like button, and if you'd like to see more content like this, please click the big red subscribe button, and of course, always remember to take a kid fishing. See you later.